Our name is Ricky and Cyndi Drummond, and as far as our life, I mean, it's been a wonderful life, a beautiful life. Cyndi was diagnosed at a very early age, in her early 20s, with retinitis pigmentosa. So she has lost all her eyesight. She's totally blind, and she's got Usher syndrome, where she's lost most of her hearing. You know, but we've got each other, and so that's the main thing. I'd come in from work, and Cyndi said, "Ricky, I think I found a knot in my breast," and so we.
At the doctor?
Yeah, we ended up going to her doctor that she's been going to, and we went to get the biopsy, and unfortunately, it came back cancer. Cyndi asked him if I removed the breast, would I have to do anything? And he said, no, more than likely, if you take the breast off, that'll take care of the issue and you won't have to do anything. She has her breast removed, her left breast. And
They took out 10.
But they took out 10 lymph nodes, and 5 of them was cancer in her lymph nodes. So once we seen him, he says, well, you're gonna have to do chemo. I had a friend here, not that I was glad that he was going through prostate cancer, but he was here at Envita at the time. I call him, and I ask him, because he went to the same hospital that I went to in Mexico when I was diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2014. I asked him, I said, what's the difference between Envita and the clinic we went to in Mexico? And he said, Ricky, it's night and day. Talked to an angel when I called here, and her name's Haley, and I'm gonna say it. I talked to an angel. And so she guided me through, talked with me, shared with me, and I got off the phone, and I went in there and I told Cyndi, I said, we're going to Envita. I wanted to leave before Thanksgiving. Well, she cooks, believe it or not, being totally blind, she has Thanksgiving, and she cooks Thanksgiving for our family. And she says, I'm not going until we have Thanksgiving. So I said, okay. And Haley lined us up with Dr. Poteet. And so we sit down with him. We get all our blood work done, which is unbelievable. It's more than what anybody can even understand. He shares with us that I don't even think she's gonna have to do any chemo. And I was, no, that can't be true. You know, honestly, that's what I felt, you know, and because I'd done heard what all the medical doctors had told us. 2 different medical doctors back home said, yes, you've got to do this. And so I questioned Dr. Poteet about that, and he says, according to your blood work and according to what everything, no, I don't think you're gonna have to. They was always so gentle with her and always let her know. They would touch her and say, Cyndi, this is so-and-so, this is this nurse, this is this nurse. Every time they greeted her, they let her know that who was taking care of her. And that means a lot, you know. It's things that we take for granted because we see and we can hear, and but they always was so kind to her, and that meant everything to me. Cyndi was diagnosed completely cancer-free and never took the first round of chemo.
I understand that both of you have gone through treatment here.
Went to this clinic in Mexico in 2018 for prostate cancer. From 2018, I was told, you're cancer-free, go on about your business, Ricky, you're fine. And so I did. And Cyndi kept trying to get me to go get checked, and I wouldn't. And so when I come here to Envita, she said, please let them check you. And so I did. And unfortunately, my prostate cancer had moved to my bones. It had come into my bones. And I didn't know that. I had 8 spots. Thankfully, Dr. Poteet got a hold of me, drew up a plan. I had to do radiation because of the cancer in my bones, and you know, but I finished up all my radiation, and he feels like now that we can go home. They stay in touch with you for a year while you're at home. And I still get to work through the doctors, work through their program, send all my records back to Envita, and they still share with me what I need to do. And they take care of me and Cyndi for a whole year while we're gone, which is amazing. All I would have to do is pick up the phone and say, hey, this is Ricky and Cyndi. And they say, oh yeah, you're our family. And they're gonna take care of you. Envita is a special, special place. From the staff, to the nurses, to the doctors, to everyone that works behind the scenes. It's a very special place, very special place.